Hello guys, today we're gonna go ahead and take a look at a couple cards to grade for some max value. First off, we have the Charmander promo from Obsidian Flames, a good $20 card. You can get a couple of these, and most of the time they're selling for anywhere between 170 to 200. That seems to be the price range up on eBay. So it's a good 10x return on your investment. Well, minus the fees, you a decent 150, just depending on how much you get those fees down to. Next one up will be the Nine Toes from Obsidian Flames. This one you can get it around $35, $40. And this one's actually coming up pretty good when it comes to PSA 10s. You'll see anywhere between 300 to 350 for these. Couple 260s, but for the most part, they seem to be at the mid 300s. Next up, we have with Paradox Rift, we have our Steelix, $25 card on here. And if you go ahead and check out the PSA 10 copies of on eBay that have recently sold, they're gonna be in the mid to high hundreds, 170, 190, 175, 175, 150, but for the most part, 190. Another Paradox Rift card up next will be the Mantike. Decent $17 card on here. And when you check the eBay listings that have sold, you're gonna see them right around the mid $100 price range. For the most part, they stay about 120 to 150. A couple of them do dip under 100, but those are few and far between. There's a couple going over 150 at about 182, straight from PSA. So it's a decent card, $17 all the way up to 150. Not bad. Keeping up with Paradox Rift, we have a Swablu, about a $20 card. And if we go ahead and check the eBay listings that have sold, uh, anywhere between 130 to 200. 200. Again, there's a couple older listings at about 60, but for the most part, the newer listings seem to have sold right at about the mid $100 price range. So it looks like it's going up in value. Maybe you can still find a couple under 100. Again, another Paradox Rift, going with the theme, I guess. More Pico, another $20 card. And if you check the eBay listings, the good 120 price. This one you might not see that much in terms of return. There's not that much of a margin there, but it's still not bad for a $20 card. Here's one that I actually do like quite a lot. It's Metagross from Temporal Forces. If you go ahead and check it out, selling for about 180 to 200, and I believe it's a $35 card, so it's a pretty good return on your investment on that. 140, 150s, but no less than 150 in the most part. Now here's one that's actually pretty decent. $7 card, so it's under that $10 price range that a lot of us like. And if you go ahead and check the eBay listings, a lot of them have been selling in the good, no, 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 the good $90 price range, 85, 78, a couple under 60, 64, 65, but for the most part, 80 seems to be around the price range for that, so it's not too bad for a $7 card. Get a couple of these, hopefully get a couple graded 10s. Moving on, we have Gloom from Obsidian Flames, back to Obsidian Flames. $13 card, and look at this. 180, 200, 200, 199, 230, 274, 269. So there's a pretty good margin on that, going from $13 to mid 200s. Definitely something to look out for if you have a couple of these. Definitely would like to get some of those graded. Now here's another weird one. Paldean Wooper from Paldea Evolved. $7 card, $8 card. And this has been going 273, 140. Here's a weird one, 500. You have another one under that for about 450, 405, another $500 one. So this was really weird. Definitely something to keep an eye on. If you have a couple of these, maybe get them graded, see how the market keeps going. If you see a couple more sales in that mid 200s or even in that 500 price range, who knows? It might stay in that 200, 500 price range, but not bad for a $7 card, to be honest. Here's another nice one. So we have the Charizard V-Star promo from Sword and Shield. $32 card. It's been going up quite a lot recently. Went from low 20s to mid 30s. And if you go ahead and check the eBay listings, this one has been selling at quite a decent premium in PSA 10s. 350, 350, 370, 350, 350. So it seems like it's stayed at that 350 price range for the most part, and it could keep going up. Charts are usually never stops. Another one that's been rising quite a lot recently is the Persian from Shattered Fable. I guess it's the due to the hype of the upcoming Team Rocket set. Used to be about $22 card, all the way up to 55. But even the PSA 10 copies have gone up quite a lot. You'll see them in right around the $400 price range now. 395, 350, 360, 340, 400. So mid 300s seems to be the price where it's settling at right now. And I think it's probably going to keep on going up, seeing as how Team Rocket is right around the corner. Everybody's excited for that set. Lastly, here's another one that there's not that many sales. It's a $11 card, but there's not that many sales in the PSA 10 copies. It's the newer Battle Partners or the Kuno Japanese. But the only sale that I've been able to find on this one, and I have a couple of these, only sale I've seen is about 115 uh, eBay auction recently ended on the 14th. And if you go ahead and check the new listings, you're gonna see them around that same price range, 120, 140. We see a couple more sales around that price range. It's definitely something that you might want to grade. A lot of these Japanese cards come out. There's a lot better quality control on these cards than there are in the English sets. So a lot easier to get some PSA 10 copies on those. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. Leave a like and subscribe. And if you guys have any of these, are you gonna go ahead and get them graded? If there's any other ones that you might want to look into, let us know. Peace.